my lovely friends. So I have decided I'm going to do more of my dinner videos with me actually talking in them. So a lot of the time I used to mute them and then just put music over them, but you guys seem to want me to keep talking in them. So what's going on today is I'm just making a cornucopia, yes, we love those big words, of raw living foods. And I have been on a roll watching Tanny Raw videos. It is Sunday and I am really just in the zone, thinking positive, knowing positive things are gonna come my way. And through that, I just am so thankful for my raw foods. So over here on my very colorful plate, chopped a half of an English cucumber, chopping 2 heirloom tomatoes. I had 3, but I just flipped one of them over and it had furry white mold on it, which is not going to go down the hatch. So we lost a tomato, but these are so fragrant, I just wish that you could smell them. Ugh, they are amazing. Then I have this one too. Well, I'm not gonna eat the bottom. These are kind of weird shape. You have to like cut the top part but I just really love. I gotta cut a piece of that off. Love heirloom tomatoes the past couple weeks. They are so good, and I always used to think that they looked gross. I mean, if I'm just being honest, I thought that they looked weird, like freak of nature tomatoes, but now I totally understand them and I am on their side. Then I have however much you want to call that, a quarter of a purple onion, just because I'm all about the flavor party tonight, and I had an onion, so I thought better use that. So we're gonna chop. I'm already running out of room on my beautiful plate full of raw foods. I've kind of been eating the same kind of recipe this week. Is anyone like that? Like, once I find something I like, I'll eat it for a week or two and then I move on to something else. It's really quite funny. Okay, over here I've got about, I'll just do 2 peppers since I have a lot of other stuff to eat. Ooh, the onions are starting to burn my eyes.
Ooh, the onions are starting to burn my eyes.
Oh, come on, Mr. Onion. Come on. Anyway, I love Tanny Raw. She is so wonderful, and I just got really inspired watching her in the kitchen, just putting it down, and it really inspires me. So this is organic broccoli slaw. I've never purchased this before. Alright, we're gonna have to stab ya. All this is broccoli and carrots shredded. So, doesn't really smell like anything. I hope this isn't dried out and nasty, but that's what it looks like. Putting only a little bit of that in the middle of my plate. I'm gonna have to rubber band this. And then, of course, I have 2 heads of lettuce. Here's one. This is green leaf lettuce. I gotta get a bowl for that. This is still my favorite bowl ever. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that. Someone asked me if I wash my lettuce. You know, I really don't. I am not afraid of a little organic dirt. But everyone has different opinions on that. Like, my mom is super obsessive about washing it. And that is just, has to be your prerogative. So I ate greens last night, but as I was eating, I ate them all. And so tonight I'm really making up for that. I am not going to run out of greens tonight. This is almost 3 heads of lettuce, and I am just loving it. Alright, now it is time for dressing. So I have some raw tahini here. You guys have seen me do this. I do probably 1.5 tablespoons of raw tahini in a bowl. I do the juice of 1 lemon. This is a really tiny lemon, but it's the only lemon that I have left. And then I use my fingers as kind of like a siphon because I am too lazy. Is that the right word? Siphon or a filter for the seeds? When I'm too lazy to get out my cute little lemon juice squeezer. But yeah, the feeling for tonight is very grateful. I feel blessed for so many things in my life, and although not everything is perfect, and especially lately I feel like my life has been kind of flipped upside down a little bit, I still feel incredibly blessed, and I know the good things are coming my way. So with that said, as I rinse my hands off, I'm going to eat this food with the intention of having more love and light in my life, more beautiful benefits, a little bit of cayenne, of these raw living foods I eat. Maybe one reason why I can be so vibrant is all of these raw living foods I eat, even when I'm sad, happy, you know, angry, any emotion that you can feel, I'm still feeding my body with raw living food. So I just put in some apple cider vinegar. Now I'm going to keep in mind I don't really eat all of this sauce. I always end up having more than I make, so I should probably dial back on that. But now I take the cutest fork in the world, pink polka dots. I got that at Walmart for like 75 cents. And I just stir this and I totally go to town, and it thickens and it turns into this creamy beautifulness. Okay, I'm going to put this over to the side, let it thicken. And I'm going to take my plate of Bountiful Beauty over to the side. And last thing is I'm going to have some kelp noodles. And I am totally out of bowls. I am having a bowl shortage right now, so let me figure out a bowl 1 second. Okay, this bowl is way oversized for what I'm doing, but I am just going to take these kelp noodles and put it in the bowl. And that is my dinner, guys. Let me take you over. This is kind of hard to do, but this is my dinner, and I'm gonna go eat it over there on my pumpkin table. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh, let me fix this tripod. It is like totally giving me guff tonight. Okay, so kelp noodles, tons of lettuce, and then my Bountiful food and dressing. So that's what I'm eating. Adios!